Hello everyone, dear fans of Barcelona. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel to stay updated with all the news about our beloved club. Today, we have an announcement that will make a big splash for our team. But before that, we need to address other equally important topics for Barcelona. Let's start with the first one. Firstly, defense, a pillar to strengthen. As a supporter of Barcelona, I am deeply frustrated to see a central defender of Cuti Romero's caliber on the verge of signing with Atletico de Madrid for only €50 million. This is unacceptable. With the approval of Hansi Flick and the player himself wanting to play in Spain, letting this opportunity slip away would be a monumental mistake that our management cannot afford. It is time to show the greatness of our club and secure this transfer before it's too late. Let's be honest, Culers, defense is one of the areas where we need an injection of quality and leadership. And the opportunity to attract a central defender of Cuti Romero's caliber for €50 million is something we cannot let pass. This 26-year-old Argentine defender has shown in recent years to be a force of nature in defense, combining brutal defensive solidity with an ability to lead the defensive line that few possess. That Atletico de Madrid is on the verge of finalizing his transfer is a warning for us. We are about to lose a talent who could mark an era in our team. The €50 million mentioned as his transfer price is more than reasonable for a defender of his level. In a market where defenders are in high demand and prices are inflated, securing a player with his experience and proven impact is a bargain. But what angers me the most is that Cuti Romero has already shown his intention to stay in Spain and wear the Rojiblanco jersey, preferring this option over continuing in the Premier League. If he wants to play in Spain, if he has already decided that his future is in our league, why haven't we accelerated the negotiations? The player has the will to come to our league, and we cannot allow our eternal rival to take a footballer who, by his quality and mentality, perfectly fits our project. His ability to anticipate, his aggressiveness in marking, and his good ball handling from the back are characteristics that our style of play highly values. The news that Hansi Flick has given his approval for the incorporation of Cuti Romero is, for me, the definitive argument. Our new coach, with his vision of the game and his experience in elite teams, knows perfectly what he needs to build a solid defense and a championship-winning team. That a strategist of his caliber sees Romero as a key piece for his scheme and the development of the team is an invaluable guarantee. Flick is looking for dominant defenders capable of playing the ball out from the back and being leaders in defense. And Cuti Romero possesses all these qualities. His approval is a clear signal that this transfer has solid football logic and is not just a market whim. Flick's style of play is based on a robust defense, high pressing, and the ability of defenders to initiate play from the back. Romero, with his aggressiveness, great reading of the game, and ability to break lines with vertical passes, is the ideal profile to fit into this proposal. He is not just a defender who excels in defense but also a game generator from the back, capable of unlocking the ball exit and contributing to the build-up play. The synergy between the coach and the potential transfer is fundamental for success, and in this case, it seems to be a perfect union. His arrival would not only strengthen our defense but also our entire game system, bringing a solidity that we have lacked at key moments. We cannot afford to let a player slip away who, in addition to his talent, has the full support of our coach. Flick's vision must be a priority in sports planning, and if he considers Cuti Romero a key piece for his project, the management must do everything to recruit him. Economic restrictions cannot be an excuse to miss out on such clear opportunities at such a reasonable price in the current market. Investing in Romero is investing in the success of Flick's project and the future of our team. The search for a new central defender is an absolute priority for our team if we want to compete for everything in La Liga and especially in the Champions League. The arrival of a player like Cuti Romero would be a significant qualitative leap, a clear signal that the club is strongly committed to rebuilding an impenetrable defense. His experience and maturity make him a player with immediate performance, capable of quickly adapting to the demands of our club. We are not talking about displacing anyone but raising the overall level, having top-level options in all positions, and creating an environment of constant improvement. Great teams are built with elite squads, where each position is occupied by players of the highest quality and with varied profiles. That Atletico de Madrid has accelerated negotiations to conclude the deal with Cuti Romero is a warning. They see what we should also see, a world-class central defender at a more than affordable price. We cannot allow the future of our team to be compromised by inaction or a lack of clear vision in the market. It is time to be brave, act decisively, and recruit a player who, without a doubt, will raise the level of our squad and bring us closer to our goals. Beyond his defensive solidity, Cuti Romero's ability to play the ball out from the back is a characteristic that makes him particularly valuable for our style. His technical quality allows him not only to clear the ball, but also to initiate offensive actions with precise and risky passes. In a team that seeks possession and build up from the back, a central defender with his vision and technique is fundamental. Dear Cullers, my opinion is clear and unequivocal. Recruiting Cuti Romero is an opportunity not to be missed for our team. His talent, leadership, affordable price, and the approval of Hansi Flick make him a fundamental reinforcement for our defense. We cannot afford to let a player of his caliber slip away and end up strengthening a direct rival for only 50 million euros. Now, the crucial question for Barcelona supporters. Do you agree with me that Cuti Romero is the central defender our team needs and that we should make an effort to recruit him before it's too late? Do you think his price is a bargain and that he would fit perfectly into our club's philosophy? How much importance do you place on Hansi Flick's approval in this possible recruitment? I want to know your opinion. Secondly, the attack, an urgent need for goals and talent. Let's be clear, dear Cullers, our attack needs an injection of goals and young talent. And Mason Greenwood has proven to be exactly that. The 2024-2025 season saw him explode in League One with 21 goals and 5 assists in 34 league matches, being fundamental in Olympique de Marseille finishing second. These numbers are not a coincidence. They reflect a forward with an exceptional goal-scoring instinct, an ability to dribble past defenders, and composure in finishing that few footballers of his age possess. That the Saudi Arabian club Al is ready to offer 70 million euros for him, even if 50% of that sum would go to his original club, demonstrates the value the market places on him. However, the situation with this 50% and possible disagreements with the technical staff and some teammates at Marseille opens a unique window of opportunity for us. If Marseille would only receive half of that Saudi offer, it would mean the actual price for them would be 35 million euros. 35 million for a 23-year-old striker with such numbers and potential is a real bargain in today's football. Not going overboard when we have the chance to get a generational talent at such a reasonable price is an overly conservative stance. Considering the market, this seems like excessive prudence that could make us miss an unrepeatable market opportunity. Greenwood's versatility to play in different attacking positions, such as center forward, second striker, or even winger, is a quality that makes him even more attractive for our system. His ability to finish with both feet, his intelligence in reading the game, and his skill in one-on-one situations are attributes that would elevate the level of our attack and give us varied offensive solutions. He is a footballer who adapts to an associative style of play but also possesses the verticality and individual imbalance we so desperately need. The information that Hansi Flick has blocked the operation seems particularly concerning to me. Our new coach, with his tactical vision and search for a dynamic and powerful attack, should see Mason Greenwood as a player who fits perfectly into his scheme. A striker with such goal-scoring ability, at his age and with such room for improvement, is pure gold for any coach. We cannot doubt Flick's ability to evaluate players, but Greenwood's situation is particular. If extra sporting issues or supposed disagreements at Marseille are the reason for the block, our club has the experience and resources to handle this type of situation. Here, in our club, La Masia and the sports center environment are an example of how talent is nurtured and developed. Under Flick's tutelage and with the club's support, a player like Greenwood could find the stability needed to exploit his full potential. Flick's style of play is based on intensity, high pressing, and incisive attacking. Greenwood, with his physical power, positioning, and finishing ability, is a profile that fits perfectly into this proposal. His arrival would not only bring goals but also a new dimension to our offense, making our team even more unpredictable for opponents. That a coach of Flick's caliber does not approve a player with such numbers and at that age makes me question whether all aspects of the operation are being evaluated. A coach's approval is important, but sometimes the club must have the vision to go for a talent who, due to a specific situation, is on the market at an opportunity price. Joan Laporta's position of not going overboard for Greenwood, while the player's representatives are trying to place him in our club, seems like excessive prudence that could make us miss an unrepeatable market opportunity. If going overboard means paying an effective 35 million euros for a 23-year-old striker with 21 goals in a major league, then our definition of going overboard is very different from that of the current market. We have seen how other clubs have spent fortunes on players who have not performed at the expected level. Here we have the opportunity for a smart signing, a proven talent who, due to a series of circumstances, could be within reach. The management must analyze the risks, of course, but it must also see the immense potential this player offers. Laporta's vision has always been to bet on talents who can truly make a difference. And Greenwood fits perfectly into this description. The fact that the player is happy at Marseille but has internal disagreements suggests that his stay there is not guaranteed and that the French club might be willing to negotiate below the Saudi offer to avoid a locker room issue or a loss of value. This is the ideal scenario for our club to come in with a solid offer and secure the services of a high-level player at an opportunity price. We cannot allow inaction or excessive prudence to prevent us from signing a footballer who has a bright future and could be a fundamental pillar of our attack for many years. Beyond Mason Greenwood's impressive numbers, his impact on the game goes beyond statistics. His ability to create danger out of nothing, his individual imbalance in one-on-one situations, and his skill in finishing complex plays make him an unpredictable and lethal striker. In a team seeking offensive excellence, having a player with this spark and ability to break down defenses is an invaluable asset. His youth, at 23 years old, means he has immense room for improvement. With the right training, stability in the locker room, and the confidence of a club like ours, Greenwood could reach even higher levels of performance. The investment in him would not only be for the present but for many years of success. He is a footballer who can lead the attacking line and become an offensive reference for our team. The situation with the 50% sale to Manchester United, although it may seem like an obstacle, is actually leverage for us. It means that the effective price Marseille needs is lower, opening the door to more favorable negotiations. Now is the time to be shrewd, get into the game, and take advantage of this opportunity that other clubs may not see with the same clarity or ambition. Dear Keulers, my opinion is clear and unequivocal. His talent, youth, impressive numbers, and potentially affordable price make him a fundamental reinforcement for our attack. Now, the crucial question for Barcelona supporters. Do you agree with me that Mason Greenwood is the striker our team needs and that we should make an effort to recruit him? Even if Laporta and Flick have doubts, do you think the price, given the circumstances of the sale, is a bargain for a player of his potential? How much importance do you place on his desire to come to Spain and the opportunity to outmaneuver other clubs? It excites me and fills me with hope to read that Christopher Nkunku wants to play for our team, and that Joan Laporta is considering entering the race to recruit him, which is even more important. Hansi Flick has given his approval for the recruitment. £35 million for a talent of his caliber is a bargain. If Manchester United and Chelsea are bogged down in their negotiations, now is the time for our club, with the shrewdness that characterizes us, to make a solid offer and secure a recruitment that could be decisive for our future. Let's be clear, dear Keulers, offensive capability and squad depth are vital to becoming the kings of Europe once again. And the opportunity to recruit a footballer of Christopher Nkunku's quality is something we cannot let slip away. It's true that he hasn't had all the opportunities he deserved at his current club, but his talent is undeniable. We're talking about a player who, before his time in the Premier League, shone with his scoring ability, game vision, and versatility in attack. That Manchester United is interested, despite his recent lack of prominence, only reinforces the idea that great clubs know how to recognize talent when they see it. The £35 million that Chelsea is asking for him, which is a little over €40 million, is a sum I consider more than fair, even a bargain for a footballer with his potential and proven performances. In a market where figures skyrocket for players with less impact, paying this amount for a forward who can play in multiple positions, has a goal-scoring touch, and possesses exquisite technical quality is a safe bet. The initial negotiations between Chelsea and United are our window of opportunity. While they hesitate, we can act with the speed and determination that characterize us. What excites me the most, dear Keulers, is that Christopher Nkunku wants to play for our club. This is fundamental. We want players who feel the badge, who dream of playing at Camp Nou, and who see in our project the ideal place to triumph. The player's willingness is a decisive factor, and if Nkunku prefers our proposal, it gives us an invaluable advantage. His adaptability to different roles in attack, whether as a playmaker, second striker, or even winger, gives him a versatility that fits perfectly into the playing philosophy we seek. His ability to link up, his final pass, and his composure in finishing are attributes that would significantly elevate the level of our attack. The news that Hansi Flick has given his approval for the incorporation of Christopher Nkunku is, for me, the definitive and most exciting argument of all. Our new coach, with his vision of offensive play, intensity, and ability to get the most out of his players, knows perfectly what he needs to build a winning team. That a strategist of his caliber sees Nkunku as a key piece for his scheme and the development of the team is a priceless guarantee. Flick is looking for versatile attackers with dribbling skills, a goal-scoring touch, and the ability for high pressing. Nkunku possesses all these qualities. His approval is a clear signal that this recruitment has solid football logic and is not just a market whim. Flick's style of play is based on a dynamic attack with players who can swap positions, press without the ball, and have a great finishing ability. Nkunku, with his mobility, tactical intelligence, and flair for goals, is the ideal profile to fit into this proposal. He is not just a center-forward who waits for the ball. He is a footballer who generates play, links up, seeks spaces, and is a constant headache for opposing defenses. The synergy between the coach and the potential recruit is fundamental for success, and in this case, it seems to be a perfect union that could mark an era. His arrival would not only strengthen our attack but also our entire offensive system, bringing creativity and incisiveness that we have lacked at key moments. We cannot afford to let a player slip away who, in addition to his talent, has the full support of our coach. Flick's vision must be a priority in sports planning, and if he considers Nkunku a key piece for his project, the management must do everything to recruit him. Economic restrictions cannot be an excuse to miss out on such clear opportunities at such a reasonable price in the current market. Investing in Nkunku is an investment in the success of Flick's project and the future of our team. It is a demonstration that, despite the challenges, we remain an attractive club for the best talents. That our president Joan Laporta is seriously considering entering the race for Christopher Nkunku is news that fills me with pride and faith in our club's management. Laporta has demonstrated in the past his audacity and ability to conclude complex operations. And this is one of those occasions where shrewdness in the market can make the difference. While others get bogged down in tedious negotiations, we have the opportunity to act swiftly and convince the player and his club with an attractive proposal. The competition for Nkunku is strong with clubs like Manchester United interested, but the fact that the player himself prefers our project gives us a qualitative advantage. Laporta knows that it's not just a matter of money, but of sporting ambition, style of play, and the history of a club that has been the cradle of the world's best footballers. This move would be a strategic coup in the market, a clear message to our rivals that Barça is back and that we will not hesitate to go for the best talents who fit our philosophy. Let the indecision of Chelsea and Manchester United be our opportunity. Let Camp Nou be the stage for Christopher Nkunku's next performances. Dear Cullers, my opinion is clear and unequivocal. The recruitment of Christopher Nkunku is a golden opportunity that our club cannot let slip away. His talent, versatility, affordable price, desire to play with us, and the approval of Hansi Flick make him a fundamental reinforcement for our attack. Now is the time for Joan Laporta to step forward and secure this strategic recruitment that will propel us back to the top. Now, the crucial question for Barcelona supporters. Do you agree with me that Christopher Nkunku is the attacker our team needs and that we should make an effort to recruit him? Do you think the £35 million is a justified investment for a player of his caliber? How much importance do you place on the fact that Nkunku wants to come to our club and the approval of Hansi Flick in this possible recruitment? I want to know your opinion. Dear Cullers at heart, leave us your opinion in the comments.